Today, we're going to take a journey, a long one. We're heading 1,400 light years away, not just to find some alien world, but to maybe, just maybe, get a glimpse of Earth's own distant future.
You know, it's probably the oldest question we've ever asked, right? As we look up at the night sky, we wonder, are we alone? Is there another planet like ours, another blue marble spinning out there in the dark? It's the question that drives everything. But what if we've already found something unbelievably close?
Well, that's exactly what happened. Back in 2015, after combing through just tons and tons of data, scientists using the Kepler Space Telescope made an announcement that got everyone talking. They found a planet that, well, it looked a lot like home.
That planet is Kepler 452b. And what makes it so special isn't just that it exists, it's where it exists. It's sitting smack dab in the middle of what astronomers love to call the Goldilocks zone.
So what is this habitable zone? Well, think of it like this. It's the perfect sweet spot in orbit. If you're too close to your star, any water just boils off into space. Too far away, and it's a frozen block of ice. But right there in that Goldilocks zone, the temperature could be, you guessed it, just right for liquid water. And as far as we know, liquid water is the one ingredient you absolutely need for life.
Okay, so we know it's in the right neighborhood, but what is this planet actually like? I mean, it's amazing to think about, but scientists have actually been able to piece together a profile of this world from over 1,000 light years away.
First things first, it is big, about 60% larger than Earth in diameter. That puts it into this really cool category they call a super-Earth. So it's bigger than we are, but it's not a gas giant like a Jupiter or a Saturn. Now that bigger size probably means stronger gravity, which could lead to a whole different kind of world, maybe with different kinds of mountains or even way deeper oceans.
And get this, a year there lasts 385 days. I mean, that is just shockingly close to our own 365 days. That little detail tells us it's orbiting its star at a very, very similar distance to how we orbit our sun. So even though the planet's bigger, its whole yearly rhythm feels really familiar.
Based on what they can tell about its density, scientists are pretty sure Kepler 452b is a rocky planet. So you can start to build this picture in your head, right? A dynamic world, maybe with active volcanoes, a thick cloudy atmosphere, and, this is the really exciting part, the potential for actual liquid water flowing on its surface.
So you put all these pieces of the puzzle together, and you arrive at this central idea. Kepler 452b isn't just some alien planet, it feels more like a relative. You could almost call it Earth's older, bigger cousin.
This table really just lays it all out. Look at the similarities. The year length is almost identical. And it's orbiting a G-type star, which is the same type as our sun. That is a huge deal, because those stars are stable, they're long-lived, and they give off the kind of steady energy that life might need to get started. But then you see the differences. It's bigger, about 1.6 times our size. And here's the absolute kicker. Its star is around 6 billion years old. That's a full 1.5 billion years older than our sun. And that age difference, well, that changes everything.
So with a planet this promising, you immediately jump to the two biggest questions of all, don't you? Could something be living there? And could we ever actually go and find out?
I mean, given everything we know, it's in the habitable zone, it's probably rocky, it's got a sun-like star. Kepler 452b is hands down one of the best candidates we found in our search for life beyond Earth. It's had billions and billions of years for something to potentially get started.
But, and this is a really big but, we have to face the brutal reality of just how far away it is. Kepler 452b is 1,400 light years from us. That number is so massive, it's almost impossible for our brains to even process it.
So let's try to put that into perspective. The light that the Kepler telescope saw in 2015, that light actually left the planet way back around the year 615 AD. Just think about that for a second. While the Roman Empire was collapsing here on Earth, a tiny photon of light started its 1,400-year trip across the galaxy just so it could hit our telescope.
So the hard truth is, a visit is completely off the table, at least for now. Even if we could travel at the speed of light, which we can't, it's a 1,400-year one-way trip. With the rockets we have today, you're talking about a journey that would take millions of years.
But hold on. Just because we can't go there doesn't mean it's not incredibly valuable to us. In fact, maybe the biggest lesson Kepler 452b has to teach us is about our own planet and our own future.
Remember that 1.5 billion-year age gap? That means its star is older and it's getting brighter and hotter, so the planet is getting baked with more energy now than it used to. It's much further along in its life story. By looking at it, we're basically getting a sneak peek, a preview of what might happen to Earth in a billion or so years as our own sun starts to age. It's like looking into a cosmic crystal ball.
And that really just leaves us with one final powerful thought. If we're seeing a potential future for our own planet, a world that might be getting hotter and drier under an aging star, it forces us to look back at our home right now. If Kepler 452b is a vision of our distant future, what does that incredible perspective tell us about how precious and maybe how fragile our own world is in our own time?